Hi lovely lemons, welcome back to my channel, welcome back for yet another YouTube video. So with today's video I was planning to film, oh my god, what's the bop in my sleeve? It's a piece of string inside the jumper. Okay, moving on. I was planning to film kind of like a date night slash brunch outfit ideas kind of thing. But unfortunately, I dropped my vanity table chair on my toe and I think I bent the toe back or something, and it was just the most painful thing I've ever witnessed in my life. I've elevated it, I've had paracetamol and I'm feeling okay. I've got a nice cup of tea to settle me. I've decided instead I will do a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, which is talking about kind of body confidence and sort of going up in size and still being confident and comfortable about it. It is a journey that I have recently experienced myself. I have, over the period of about 2 to 3 years, I've gone from a size 8 to a size 12, and it is something that I really struggled with for a long time, and I tried to find different kind of coping mechanisms to try and sort of settle my negative thoughts around it and kind of just be at peace with myself as I am, because weight gain isn't a bad thing. It's all about sort of embracing it, being confident with it, and our bodies are there to support us through whatever it is that we're going through. So weight gain could be because you're going through maybe a really tough time, or even if you are really happy in life right now. So I am currently 23, and all of my teenage years and sort of early, I guess, adulthood you'd call it, when I turned sort of 18, 19, I was sort of like a size 6 to 8. I was very slim, but I have to mention I was also very unhappy. From about 17 until about early 19, I was in a very toxic relationship. I was with somebody that was cheating on me quite a lot. And I was just in a really negative environment, and at the same time I had a lot of issues with my family, which I was really struggling with at the time. So a combination of both of those things made me feel really, made me stop being confident in myself. I used to kind of look in the mirror and I used to see myself as fat, even though I was obviously size 8. I was very slim, but I used to think that my arms were too big, my belly was too fat. When I was wearing jeans, I used to think like, oh, my hips are too wide. I just had such a negative perception of myself. But back then, because of everything I was going through, I was bringing myself down, and I was looking in the mirror and I was kind of blaming everything that was happening on myself. So my kind of weight gain started happening when I was 2 years into my new relationship. I'm much happier. I'm with somebody that really treats me well. And I found kind of a love for food. I've learned how to cook. I've been able to make lots of different dishes. I can't bake for the life of me, but I always find you're either a baker or a cook. You can't be both unless you're a fucking wizard. Yeah, and all that kind of combined did cause me to start putting on weight. And to be honest, it wasn't something that I was kind of like in shock about, thinking, oh my god, look at me, I need to go on a diet. I was just happy. I was, you know, with somebody that I really love. My family situation settled down. I was just mentally in a really good place, so it allowed me to kind of support myself through, I guess, this process, sort of the changes that I was going through sort of in my mind and in myself. And I thought I'd kind of create this video to talk to you guys about things that I have done to kind of get me to this place. So the very first thing I did was I completely changed my self-talk. So self-talk is one of the biggest things that can pull you down, because we all have our thoughts in our head that think certain things, and we control whether they're negative or positive. So for a long time, as I said, I used to look in the mirror, I used to think, oh, I'm so fat, I'm ugly, all that stuff. And what I started doing instead is pulling out features that I really loved about myself, and those were the only thoughts that I allowed myself to have. So I would look in the mirror and I would go, my outfit is really good today. And I kind of started with sort of small steps, like my hair looks really good today. And I just kept building that up to the point where I used to look in the mirror and sort of feel really confident and happy with what I was seeing, you know. Even though I was kind of gaining weight, I was looking at myself and I thought, I have great hair, I have great style, and that kind of helped me to continue those positive vibes and be happy within myself. So that self-talk is a really big thing. And I know one part of self-talk is kind of surrounding food. So the whole self-talk kind of begins at sort of like, oh, they've finished eating, I'm still hungry, should I stop eating? Screw it, you know, do whatever you feel is right, do what's good for you. If you want to order dessert and I don't, I mean, go for it. Who the hell cares? One thing that does really help with self-talk for some people is things like yoga and meditation. I personally do yoga, but more for kind of the flexibility and fitness side of things rather than the self-talk and positive affirmations, but it is something that does work for some people, so it is worth giving it a go. Whew, this is so hot. So the second thing that might sound a little bit strange, but it honestly gives you such a confidence boost, and that is wearing sexy clothing, whether it's lingerie or a sexy dress, for yourself. Even when you have nowhere to go, no one around, just do it for yourself. And I know the next thing I'm about to say is going to sound even weirder, but take sexy pictures of yourself, even if it is just for you. Honestly, it's such a confidence boost, and like I say, you don't have to post them anyway, you don't have to send them to anyone, but it's just quite nice to kind of look back and think, you know, I am sexy. No matter what size I am, I can be sexy. And doing that quite regularly, or especially if you're feeling really, really down or really, really insecure, taking pictures like that can really change your complete mood. The next tip I have is to remove negative people in your life. So if there is somebody within your life, a friend or a sibling or whoever it may be, that is always bringing you down. So for me personally, it was my mum. So every time I went to see her, she used to tell me, oh, you look like a little donut, you've put on so much weight, like what's happened? And that is the kind of negativity I was really avoiding, particularly at that time. It's just identifying those people and either having very serious conversations with them about how it's affecting you personally or mental health, or just getting rid of them, you know. Bye Felicia. You know, we control who we hang around with, who we give our time to, and it is picking the right people to spend our time with and invest our emotions and feelings to. Right, so the very, very final tip I have for you guys is one that again has had one of the biggest impacts in my life, which is filtering through my social media. And what I mean is every type of social media, so whether it's your Instagram, your Facebook. One really good thing to do is filter through, so on Instagram for example, if you follow any kind of celebrities who maybe have really, really great bodies, Photoshop their pictures, if that is making you feel bad about yourself, so when you see those and you start to value yourself less, those are the types of people that you need to be unfollowing. Getting rid of all of those accounts that trigger negative or unvaluating thoughts. Is that a word? I don't know. Unvaluating. Basically what I mean is any thoughts that cause you to think less of yourself. Those are the accounts that you need to be unfollowing, even if it is maybe a friend that you've known for 20 years, you don't actually speak to them, but they are maybe having a really, really great life and you're starting to compare yourself. Unfollow that person, you know, that adds absolutely no value, no benefit to you, so what's the point of keeping them on your feed? Start following the kind of people that you really love and that you're really inspired about. So it could be people that cook healthy meals, people that do yoga, it could be a celebrity that you particularly admire and that makes you happy, brings you joy. Those are the kind of people that you should be following, and that would really help with your self-talk as well, because as you're sort of scrolling through, spending all your time looking at all these positive images, your mind will store those positive images and create positive thoughts instead of obviously looking at the negativity and thinking less of yourself. So those are all of my tips. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to pop them down below. I will go in there and answer any of those. Feel free to also message me over on my Instagram, Pkdoeslife, if you have any questions. Everybody's journey is different, and if there's anything I can do to support you with yours, I'll be more than willing to do so, because I know how hard it is to transition through and really change your mindset. For me, I still even have days where I kind of look at myself in the mirror and I start to feel, you know, maybe I am too fat, maybe I need to go on a diet. But then I straight away kind of claw that back and just start feeding those positive thoughts. It is a process, every day is going to be different. But when majority of them are positive and happy, then that makes me feel really, really good. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, I'd love it if you would subscribe. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.